So YouTube, there's a fat man with another toy review or toy haul. This is pretty much on my latest Thundercat pickups. As you guys can see, I have the WILYKit from the 3 3/4 inch action figures. I have Grun the Destroyer, or Grun the Warrior, as he's known in the new Thundercats. And also picked up the two classics, 8 inches actually, Liano and TYGRA. And one thing about these classic action figures, I think they're the best ones out there. The packaging is awesome. I like the way they look. And actually, if you guys look at this Liano from the back, his stats and everything really looks really cool. You know, the Thundercats logo, and then you have an old school Liano picture out there, and a couple of poses. And then he's holding a sort of omens. That's pretty cool. Takes me back to the old cartoons, the old days where the Thundercats were out there, very popular, and everybody was wanting to be Lion-O. See, it was either Lion-O, He-Man, or Transformers. You know that everybody wanted to be one. But here's the Grun the Destroyer. He's from the smaller line. I really like this Grun the Destroyer, but one thing that I don't like about it is his face sculpt. And the only reason I don't like it is because he has the long tooth, which is one single piece along with the head, and it just makes it look like it's a piece of the hair of the beard or whatever he's got going on in his face. But other than that, this toy is awesome. I mean, it has great articulation, has a 360 on the shoulders, one single joint at the elbow, wrist rotation, his legs go up and down, single joint, and then he goes up and down on his ankle. And for the gimmick for these guys was pretty cool. This Grun the Destroyer comes with a crossbow, a bow, and a big mace. They both have magnets. You put on his back, and it actually releases it or opens it. I don't know if you guys caught that, but you close it, put it on his back, and it pops open. So that's pretty cool. One thing about these guys is that it's pretty hard to put in their hands. Like, their hands are like real hard, and I just want to deal with it. I don't want to break it. But this one's pretty cool. I'll show you guys that this one has the magnet also. Boom. You don't have to attach it or nothing. It just stays stuck on his back. And one thing about this thing is that you can put it on the ground, like he's getting ready for a battle, and he just puts it on the ground, and then bam, he's ready to go to war. That's pretty cool though. I really do like this 3 3/4 inch. I know there's some other action figures. I think Chitara has some of the weakest articulation. Also, I have this MUMRA. Speaking of articulation, which is really weak, but nonetheless, I mean, look at this guy. He's really creepy. Look at that face. He doesn't come up with a lot of articulation. He just has a waist, turn at the waist, arms go up and down. He does come with a shield and a sword also, and a cape. It's a removable cape, but once you remove it, it just looks like this, plain old white, wrapped around mummy. I'll put him up here so you can keep an eye on the review. But I opened up also my PANTHRO. These guys are awesome, dude. If you guys get a chance to pick up these Thundercats toys, I mean, besides the joints being different color, this guy lacks his ankles. They're really weak. I know other people have complained about him too, and I thought it was just like the ones they got, but they're really weak. Once you try to post them, they'll fall. Some articulation, you know, it's almost like the small ones. Has a 360 at the shoulders, double joint elbows, twisted wrist, ball joint right here at the hips, double joint right there, up and down on the foot. But this guy's pretty cool. What I like about him is that he just says, "I'm a badass, and I'm ready to kick your butt." So, you know, you guys pick up these Thundercats lines, you're getting your money's worth. I just, you know, just had to wait until I found them in a cheaper place, I guess, but whatever. This guy's pretty bad. Also, I opened up the MUMRA. Same thing with this guy. I mean, his articulation is awesome. There's a lot of things that, you know, could have been done better. Like he looks like he has monkey hands. They almost reach all the way to the bottom of his feet. You know, they could have made his hands smaller. He does come with a couple of hands to switch out or whatever. This sword is pretty cool, only that it warps, it bends fast. So, you know, I just turn it around. With the heat, it'll get back to it, whatever. A lot of people have been complaining about his helmet too, that it pops out easy. Not mine, actually. Knock on wood. But this MUMRA looks pretty cool. You guys can see his face just screaming, "I am MUMRA, the ever living." And it just kicks butt, man. The same thing for the articulation. It's the same as PANTHRO. Double jointed knee, ankle pivot, ankle goes up and down. And same thing for the hands. They all can do 360. And I mean, if you pose them really good, these guys can. These guys are ready to go. You know, him and PANTHRO. PANTHRO will take on anybody. Just that kind of guy. You know, those 6-inch line from the Thundercats movie, the Thundercats cartoon. They're pretty cool. I actually bought me two sets of the classics, and I opened them up because these guys were just cool. I mean, look at TYGRA. What I like about TYGRA is look at his face sculpt, or his face, his paint. It's really cool. It's really detailed, and I mean it's really detailed. I mean, you can, if you have it in your hand, or like outside the packaging, and you own it, you can actually appreciate the paint apps that the face has. You can see, you know, has really detailed face. That's what I like on this guy. Besides that, you know, besides the Liano, and this one doesn't have a ab crunch. It has a waist rotation. This guy can go 360, but it's hindered by this shoulder pad right here. He comes with a removable whip. Look at his feet, ankle pivot. These guys, for being 6 inch, the 8 inches are pretty cool. You know, this guy just looks great. And I also picked up the other lion. Opened him up, and you know, he's just ready for Thundercats. Oh, just look at him. I mean, if they would have kept on going with his classics, I think they had a winner. But who knows? I know the cartoon's still on, so hopefully they'll bring on more classics like Tara, classic PANTHRO. I already have the classic MUMRA, so I'm not gonna open it because it's I only have one. But I wish they had all of them were 6 inches instead of 8. Also, I wanted to show you the big difference from the old school. Let me move TYGRA out of the way. From the old school Lion, which I do have, compared to the classic Lion. I mean, there's a big difference. You know, let me move his hands real quick down. You know, there's a big height difference. Classic Lion, of course, more detail, more butt kicking action look. But not to take anything from the classics. I mean, when this guy came out, dude, it was the best thing out there. You know, had his own gimmick, had his own sword. Fortunately, I don't have the sword or the little gun that went in the back, right here, and actually lighted up his eyes. I mean, if they would have came up with a LED light on the classics, that would have been great. All right. Also, this one has you pull this lever back here, and it has some punching action. It actually has has his sword right there, and then he would just lift it up and Thundercats. But I mean, to be honest with you, you know, these two are pretty much the same. Just, you know, this is the classic, and this is the classics now. They're pretty much the same. They look the same. Of course, 2012, the newer one, more detail. But I mean, when you were small and you had this guy right here, you were on it, man. You're the king of the block. Sometimes, you know, everybody want to be Lionel. But not to take anything from the new one. Look at this. The face sculpt is awesome. His claw shield is awesome. Look at that sword. Let me see. Focus on the sword right there. Has the Thundercats logo. Really, really detailed. Pretty cool. And you know, I'm just gonna post these guys on my shelves. That way I had them. And hopefully they do come out with the rest of the classics line to complete everybody's classic line collection. Look at that guy. Then with TYGRA on the side. All we need is a PANTHRO, Chitara, and the WILYKIT to complete the original classic line Thundercats. But that being said, you know, I hope you guys enjoy my review and enjoy the Thundercats. When if you guys pick them up, I highly recommend all of them. I really recommend all of them. You know, whether they're the 3/4 inch, small ones, the 6 inches, or the 2 classic Lionel 8 inches. They're pretty cool. They all have their own articulations and paint apps that are awesome. That's pretty much it for that right now, guys, and see you guys later.